All right. So what came in the mail today? This package I've been waiting for a little while. I'm really excited to open it up, and it's some Tide. I'm gonna do some laundry. Let's get the camera in the overhead and open her up. Alrighty. So this box comes from Ben's Studio on the Lake. You guys don't know, he's got a YouTube channel. He's a wood carver. I'll leave a description to his channel below. He's a good friend of mine. He's a wood carver, and he's also a painter. He started a new channel called Studio on the Lake Watercolor, or Watercolor Studio on the Lake. I'll leave a description of that channel down below too. So I know what this is. Okay, these are water paints. Once I started watching his water painting videos on his new channel, he motivated me to start painting again. So that's kind of what I've been doing. This is a gift from Ben and his family. Okay, so this here is a knife that I got from El Chapo. Evo Rick, do you got a El Chapo knife? Yeah, he just once he got sent to prison, he sent this to me because he just wanted me to have it. Anyways, let's get this box open. I don't know where I'm going to start opening this, but Ben is in United States. El Chapo, your knife's not very sharp. So, well, my knife now. Ben is in the United States. I'm in Canada. I offered to pay Ben for all this stuff. He said no. I offered to pay shipping. He said no. So I just want to say beforehand, thank you very much, Ben. I'm very excited. Oh, look at this. We got some candy cane crunch here. He put some friggin' some candies in here. Candy cane crunch, fairy tales. Look, it's called the Fairy Tale Spirits. Woohoo! Great packing. All right, I love candy. Let's see what these things are like. Oh, they're chocolate things for Christmas. How many Christmases are these old? Ben, are these from like 2 years ago? Well, let's taste it. Okay, so what we got in here? We got some, these are so everybody, this is watercolor painting. What happened was, so I told Ben that I want to start painting again, and he said he would like to make me a package up. And this is what I get. So these are for like cards. You see it folds here. I think this is a watercolor. Yeah, this stuff's for watercolor. I think it's 140 pound, cold pressed. So here's for the cards. Sent me like 15 of them in here. Man, am I ever a lucky guy. And we got some new watercolor painting sheets. So this is 15 sheets. So Ben suggests 140 pound. So that's just the thickness of it. And I believe this is cold pressed. So all right. Okay. Thanks, Ben. And what we got here? Oh, we got one of his gnome cards. See, he paints things like this. So that's what I'm going to be doing next Christmas, making lots of cards. Hi, Jordy. Late Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Ben, Studio on the Lake. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, they're super cute, aren't they? So yeah, I don't even know if I'll be able to paint something like this. Like, I can't draw things very good, but we're going to give it a go. That's for sure. Well, here's some envelopes for the cards. Did I make? Thanks, Ben. This is awesome. Here's another envelope here. Got another candy thing stuffed down here. You trying to make me fatter, buddy? I'm fat enough as it is. I gotta get chainsaw curve to lose some of this weight. Okay. Here's the treasure box. So Ben put together a kit for me, because on his videos he's going to be doing tutorials with the same paints that I got in this kit. I've been painting, and all the paints that I have are low budget, cheap paints. Oh, there's even a pen in here. All the painting I've been doing have been cheap, low budget paints. These are expensive paints. Like these are like 20 bucks, 15 bucks, even 30 bucks a tube. These are the pro paints. It makes a real difference. Like these are all watercolor. It makes a real difference because these have more pigment in them than the cheap paints I've been using. And he sent me, look at all these brushes he sent me. Like real nice brushes. Oh, this is the real stuff. These ones are the real McCoy because I'm just so excited. I've been using the cheap brushes too. So these are the real ones, like the real mink hair ones or something. I don't know if they're synthetic or nothing, but I'll tell you right now, they're a lot softer than the brushes I've been using. So yeah, he sent me all these different types of brushes and stuff. All these different paints. So these were his mother-in-law's paints. So his daughter said, hey, look what we found. We just found all our mother-in-law's, I think it was his daughter, his wife. We found all our mother-in-law's paints. So we got these. And so Ben said, oh, maybe I'll send some to Jordy. So because it's good, because I don't really know Payne's Gray. There's Ben's favorite color, Payne's Gray right here. I don't really know the different colors and stuff like that. So that's awesome. What we got here? We got some tape. Yep. Okay. To tape your piece down. We got a nice little spray bottle. That's perfect size. Thanks, Ben. What's this here? We got masking fluid marker. Oh, you sent one of these masking fluid markers. I just ordered this stuff on Amazon because I've been watching YouTube videos on it. But thanks, Ben. Oh no! More masking fluid marker. Oh, maybe I should cancel my Amazon order. I think the stuff's going to be here today. I knew I should have waited, but I can't wait. I get excited and I got to spend all my money on something that I want to do. So here's some other stuff. Paint. Here's some little mouse poo paint. But watercolor's so good because you can let it dry and then use it again. It's not like acrylic. Once it's dry, it's no good. So maybe Ben has paint laid out in here already. He does. Look, he has. So this is the way he does his paint trays. So he's got, see, this is all dry in here now, but you can just get it wet and then mix up your paint on here right now. So I can already see this paint sitting here is better than the paint that I've been using. I can see it. I can see how shiny it is and nice and smooth it is. This is awesome, Ben. I just can't thank you enough. And you know, it's just really special to me. And it's my painting. I think my painting's going to improve with these better paints because even all my older paints, you guys, I have another YouTube channel that don't know. It's called Let Art Find You. I showed a video with all my paintings and stuff like that, and I'm really opening up my what's the word called? Vulnerable. So vulnerability or whatever the word is. I've opened that up because my paintings, I just really insecure with them and stuff like that. And we're all insecure about, oh, these things probably go in, these extra paintings probably fell out of here and go in here. Yeah, so there's a couple spots here. Little mouse poos go in here. That's right. Where's that other one gone that I had? One missing. I put it somewhere. I don't know. Anyways, so thank you so much, Ben. I'll be using these paints tonight. And I think I'll try and copy one of your Christmas videos. I don't think I'll film, but I'll try them tonight for the first thing. And so what me and Ben are doing is and he gave me this box too. Ben's going to make some videos, and I'm going to try and follow along on my channel too. So my Let Art Find You is about different types of art and crafts and stuff like that. Just to, it's not saying, look at me, I'm a pro. No, even my carving channel's not like that. That channel is basically just to show you how to open up your mind. There's that other piece of color right in there. to show you how to open up your mind and have fun what you're doing and don't care what anybody thinks. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go over that, like about not caring what anybody thinks, because like I said, with my paintings, I'm very insecure about them. I always have been. Even if somebody tells me they're wicked, if somebody said, "Jordy, your paintings are awesome, I want one," I think they're lying because they're trying to be nice to me, right? So that's not really the way it is. So thanks again, Ben, for this. I love it. I'm going to be using it. I'm going to cherish it. And like I said, sooner or later, once I get some time to carve you a real nice wood spirit or a nice carving, I'm going to get you something over. And just a big thanks for all this, because it's going to upgrade my game for painting. So let's talk about motivation. Oh, on another note, before I start talking about the motivation thing, Ben, you didn't send me one of your color boards. That's what I was That's what I was hoping for the most, is the color board. Just kidding. I ordered one of those color wheels online from Amazon. It should be here today too. Okay, so before I carry on and start talking about something else here, I just want to say, like, we're all different. We're all human, yes, but we're all different. We all have our own styles and our own personalities and this and that and this and that. But why I support Ben's channel so much and I love his art, like this stuff, because we can relate. I relate with Ben. Like, not everybody, not each other, not everybody relates with one another. So like lots of some people that watch this video won't like me and can't relate with me, how I stutter my words and I used to swear on my videos and this and that. So not everybody relates. So I suggest, if you're wanting to get into a craft or an art or whatever you're doing, search on YouTube till you can find somebody that you can relate with. Because when you find somebody that you can relate with and watch their videos, who knows, maybe there's a possible chance that person might even become your friend, your online friend, just like Ben's Studio on the Lake, and like Just Carve Rob. Just find somebody that you can relate with, because there's lots of videos for, say, art, for watercolor painting that I've watched on YouTube, and I can't relate with that person. I can't basically, I can't figure out what they're trying to express in their videos, what they're trying to explain. It doesn't make sense to me. But then there's some videos that do make sense from other channels, right? So just search YouTube and find a channel that you can relate with. So let's carry on and talk about positivity with art. Okay, so this is basically like a story time. If any of you guys want to listen, stick around. If you don't want to listen, don't listen. Don't stick around. So basically, I'm reverting back to my injury. I had my injury, for all you that don't know, I got a TBI. It's called a traumatic brain injury. I fell off of a roof and I landed on my head. I fell 14 feet, landed on my head on the cement. So basically, a long story short, when I woke up in the hospital from having surgeries on my brain and stuff like that in my head, I knew I felt different. Everything in my head was different. I knew I was still Geordie. I didn't have to, like, I wasn't in a coma. I knew I was still Geordie, but everything looked different, and I seen everything a lot different. It's hard to explain. You won't know unless you have a brain injury yourself. So enough of that. So I needed to, my neurosurgeon, my brain surgeon told me, Jordy, I know 100% that your processor's been damaged. So that means, to simplify it for you guys, your processor in your head. So when you pretend this is my fingers, your processor. When you process something, you go like this, it goes in a circle, and it stops, and you come to a conclusion. Okay, my processor, because it's damaged, just keeps on spinning, and I never come to conclusions. That's how a big part of my life that's changed, right? And also, my brain doesn't let me say words I want to say sometimes, but that's a different story. So my processor's damaged. So I needed to be able to find a way to let my brain rest, because I was just over processing everything. And I still do when it comes to thinking about life matters and stuff like that. So that's how I found art. Okay. Long story short, because art lets me, when the piece is finished, I say, nope, that's it, Jordy, stop processing it. The piece is finished. Okay. So I wrote my book about my life and stuff like that. And then I needed something else to do. So then I started painting. Okay. And painting is my vulnerable spot. I'm admitting it. It's totally vulnerable for me. I hate most of my paintings. And even I hate 85% of my wood carvings. Okay. I hate 90% of my wood carvings. So long story short, I was painting and this and that and this and that. And then I said, okay, well, and people would say, Jordy, I love your paintings. Can I get one? Can I buy one? Well, usually not buy, but can I get one? And I thought they would be like just saying that just, and I know, I think I already said it in this video, that they're saying that just to be nice to me, right? Just to make me feel better. But and a few people I've talked to, I'm like, I'm tired of people telling me that they think my paintings are nice and they want one because I think they're lying to me. And those people are like, Jordy, why would they say they like your paintings when they didn't like them? You know, it doesn't make no sense to us. And I told a really professional, really a well-renowned businessman. I had lunch with him, and I says, I hate when people tell me that they like my stuff, and I feel awkward. It makes me feel weird. He goes, all you have to do, Jordy, is just say thanks and smile. Even if you think they're lying, it's that easy. Just say thanks and smile. So that's what I do now. I just say thanks and smile, even with my wood carvings if I think they're lying. So long story short, so I was painting and this and that, and then slowly progressing and stuff like that. And I was looking, it was basically before Facebook Marketplace, all right? So I was searching the buy and sell for artist shows because I wanted to challenge myself to go into an artist show, all right? So I finally found one. It was like a charity event for like I don't know, kind of anxiety or something. There's a thing for it for mental health or something like that. So then they were looking for artists of all sorts, beginners to pros. So then I sent them an email with a picture that I did of these koi fish, and I said, I don't know if my stuff's good enough to enter your challenge show thing. It was at the Vancouver Library, okay? So I sent them the picture, and they said, yep, you qualify. So I had to take my picture down to the Vancouver by painting down to the Vancouver Library, and it stayed there for 2 months, okay? I'm going to show you guys a picture of that right now. I'll put a picture here of me standing beside it. It was a pretty big piece. It was a bunch of koi fish. It was definitely not the best piece there. Like, I felt uncomfortable. I wanted to drop the painting and get the hell off there. Get the hell out of there, right? It was because I seen the other artists that were bringing paintings, and I was like, holy shit, man, these are real pros. And then there's me, the butcher painter, okay? So it was there for 2 months and this and that. And this in the city of Vancouver, the library, right? It's a huge place, and they were advertising. Lots of people would go see the paintings and stuff like that. So at the end of the 2 months, we had a thing. It was like there was about 200 people there. It was like a little ceremony just to say thanks to all the artists. Sorry, my camera just died. So, but what I was saying is, so that at the end of the art show, 2 months later, there was a celebration of the show with like treats and pops and little finger foods and stuff like that. There was about 200 people there, and there was a winner. So they had to choose a winner. They didn't choose it. They didn't want to have like the best painting there gets the win. They have it like a random draw. So I was sitting there with 200 people. My two uncles came in to support me, my uncle Robbie and my uncle Randy. So I was sitting there with them, but they left before they picked the winner. So there was a gentleman standing there on the microphone, and we're all sitting there, and he had a glass, like a bowl with all I think there was like 30 or 40 artists with their names in the bowl, and he picked out a winner. And the winner was Abracadabra. That's right. Look at that, Ben. I won. So when I watched him draw it out, it was like I didn't see him mixing the names up very much. I think he just picked one from the top. So I don't know if they meant to pick me or not, but whatever. I won. So my story to this is I was completely out of my element being there. I didn't want to be there, and I'm still the same way with my wood carvings. I don't want to do any markets. I don't want to meet anybody and this and that. That's just from my injury. But if I didn't enter, if I didn't get the courage to enter, I wouldn't have had the chance to win. I won. I had to get up there and accept this certificate. I got it professionally framed, but I had to accept this certificate. And then it was like a $150 gift card. I went to a professional art shop called Opus Arts here in Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, it was crazy. So long story short, again, I'll say if I didn't enter, I wouldn't have had the chance to win. And like I say, everybody, let me show you like my art here. There's this is something that I've done with the cheap watercolors. And also that painting that I showed, I'll show it here again right now of the koi fish. I'll show the actual picture right here. That was done with like cheap dollar store paints. So Ben sending me these professional paints is, I've never used professional paints ever. I've always used cheap paints, even these watercolor paints. This is a thing I've done, like a Japanese yew tree, a Jordan Johnson tree, and you'll see the trees coming out of there. This is just cheap paints. Now I have the opportunity to try and get better with these professional paints, and I've never ever used them. So thanks, Ben. The koi, I know I'm talking in circles here. That koi fish one that I shared was done with dollar store paints. I've always loved the Japanese art, so this is like old traditional kind of tornado winds in the background. It's just, I love the black and white stuff. I've always loved it. Here's another kind of one that I did. I think I made a video on my other channel painting this. I screwed it up. So that's another thing I want to talk about for all you beginning wood carvers or artists. Don't point out your mistakes. If you make a post on Facebook or if somebody's coming to see your art, do not point out your mistakes, because it's a mistake in your eye. Just like here, right here. This is a mistake. This is supposed to be a path going along here, okay? But if I didn't point out that mistake just now, you guys probably wouldn't even known that was supposed to be a path. This is I tried to copy a picture offline, right? So don't point out your mistakes. The only reason I point out my mistakes on YouTube is to let you guys learn from my mistakes. That's what YouTube, I think, is. YouTube's for learning. You know, like if I want to learn about the world, I'll search YouTube. If I want to learn about watercolor painting, I'll search YouTube, right? So also I want to talk about, yeah, I'm hard on myself. Especially when I talk about my paintings, I'm super vulnerable. I can't help it. It's just the way I am. I don't like any of my paintings. Maybe like 2% of them. I don't even know what I said the ratio was before, but I don't care. My paintings, it makes me vulnerable. And it's just showing you guys, I've come to the point, I've done all the markets. I'm repeating myself. I've done all the markets. I've done all the shows. I know. So now with my wood carvings, when it comes down to it, I'm at the point where I really just don't give a crap. I just don't. So yeah, I'm hard on myself, but I'm okay with that. It's perfectly fine for me. And that's who I am. So another thing too, after I was like painting and stuff like that, to continue the story, painting, then I started going to the beach and getting driftwood. And then I started this is how I got into wood carving, everybody. So I started going down to the beach, getting driftwood. And I said, well, I'm going to start painting on the driftwood. And here's a couple pictures of some koi fish that I first started painting on the driftwood. I have a bunch of old pictures saved in my Dropbox. But here's the koi fish, and one's done with a wood burner too. And I said to myself, why am I painting on the wood? Why don't I try carving it? It might be a lot easier to shape it and make it look more proportionate. And that's how my wood carving started. And I found a passion. I love it. I freaking love it. I can wood carve 24 hours a day, every day. But I'm happy going back to my painting too, because my painting is really challenging myself. And here's me being hard on myself, and I have nothing to hide. Me going back doing my painting lets me realize how much of a shitty artist I actually am. You guys don't say, "Oh, Jordy, you're too hard on yourself," because it's true. But with the painting and with the carving, the more that you guys do and the more that I do, the better you're going to get. Look at this watercolor painting. That looks like a professional card to me. That looks like something that you would buy out of the store. That's my goal with painting right here, to do stuff like this, but my own style. Anyways, everybody, just have lots of confidence. Find a passion you love, and just, let art find you. Find art, find a hobby, and it can really change your life, and it can really make everything better for you. It's changed my life. I love my old life. Don't get me wrong, but I was a much different person, and I've had no choice. I've been dealt a different deck of cards with my injury, and I've done the best what I can do with it. Just find happiness, and I promise you, I can't promise you anymore. You're gonna find it, and you're gonna just, let's leave it at that. So thanks everybody for watching this video. Thanks, Ben. I really appreciate the paints so much, and thank your family too for the generosity. And I can't wait to use them. I'll probably do some painting tonight with them to try them out. And I'm not going to be filming, but thank you everybody for supporting this page. I hope this video's made sense to you. Be happy. That's the bottom line, because you only live once. This life is not a dress rehearsal. You only have one shot at finding happiness. I found mine and I'm working on it.